Turning in or out of Bowman Street in Dickson City can be a bit hairy for drivers, with heavy traffic on Main Street. Back in 2019, the borough was granted state money to add a traffic light, along with some street and sidewalk modifications to make it safer. Borough manager Cesare Forconi showed Newswatch 16 the plans for the project that should prevent some of the traffic issues in this area.
There's some telephone poles, some utility poles that are in conflict when someone will pull up to the stop sign to get a line of sight view, where it makes it very narrow for other vehicles to turn down Bowman Street.
The project was put on hold during the pandemic, and just when things got moving again, Forconi says they had to put the brakes on it one more time.
At the end of 22, we put it out for bid, and we had 3 bidders, and they all came in about $300,000 higher than what we had funding for. So we went back to PennDOT and we talked about what can we do, what's the best way to proceed in order to get the additional funding.
This traffic light will also have technology that allows first responders to get to an emergency faster and safer.
When traffic backs up, you have an emergency vehicle trying to get through, and it actually changes the light to green in the direction that the emergency vehicle is coming from. So it gets traffic moving rather than sitting still.
Chief Belinsky says the Bowman Street intersection isn't far from another high-volume traffic area with the same technology, where Main Street meets Viewmont Drive.
This is one of the busiest intersections in Dickson City, and we're through here numerous times a day for various calls, whether it's calls for service, motor vehicle crashes, EMS calls. Coming off the interstate, it's pretty important that we have these things. It's just for the safety of the public as well as the officer.
Officials hope to break ground on this project later this year. Courtney Harrison, Newswatch 16, Lackawanna County.